First, you're always first. What's up, brother? Just like on everybody's videos, if I go around the community and I think I'm there early, one of the first people there, you're always first. What's going on? Can you hear me okay? Music too loud? Hey Anita, how are you doing this evening? Yeah, just give me some feedback, guys, if everything sounds all right. Just getting set up, so just give me a second. Just trying to get everything in order here. How's the weather going for me? Pretty good, pretty good. It's been a crazy few days. We're not out of the woods yet. They're saying it's gonna turn and go up the coast. I'm more worried about my dad's house and my mom's house. My dad is in the Melbourne area, and my mom has a house in St. Augustine, and both of those areas are gonna be roughed up pretty good, even if it stays off the like out into the ocean and just kind of and goes by. So Viper, what's up? I don't think I've seen you in one of my lives before. How's it going, bud? Welcome, man. If you guys haven't met before, hit each other up, give each other some love. Make sure you guys connect. And if it's not too trouble, smash that like for me. Give me that thumbs up, please. Awesome, man. I'm glad to see you, Viper. Any cool expeditions this weekend? You've been out and about? I haven't been on your channel probably about 4 or 5 days, so you probably got a couple good videos on there that I've got to catch up on. Now, what are you guys all up to tonight? Everybody have a good weekend? Anything exciting happen? Viper says, praying for us to be safe. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know if you heard, but I was just saying that I'm more worried about my mom and dad's place because they're on the coast. We're west of Jacksonville, about an hour and a half, kind of like north central Florida. We're not out of the woods yet. We might get wild. It's pretty good. But I'm thinking maybe 60, 70 mile an hour wind gusts at the worst here in the middle of the state, just from like outer bands. And, you know, got to keep an eye on like tornadoes, stuff like that. I've pretty much got all my smaller stuff either put in my shed or just moved safely. I wasn't able to do a cooking video this week because, as you can imagine, it was like Armageddon down here. So at my job, it was just pandemonium. So I didn't have a chance to do a cooking video this week, but I want to do sometime the next like 2 or 3 days. I want to do a before and after. I've been taking video shots of my backyard and just, you know, what it looks like now. And, you know, hopefully it won't be bad, but, you know, we'll see the progression of this storm as it goes by. So I thought that would be kind of neat. So I've been taking videos like here and there of my property. Let me try to catch up on some of this stuff, guys. Donna, how are you doing, dear? Welcome. Great to see you again. Yes, Donna, I'm about an hour and a half west of Jacksonville. So kind of like north central middle of the state. So it's not, you know, I'm not panicking. It's not like freak out mode or anything for us. It's more, you know, the stuff on the coast. People on the coast gotta be really careful. Let's see, where are we at? Did not stop raining up in Calgary, Viper? So I guess you weren't riding then, huh? Anita says, need to sleep. Bye. Okay, Anita. Always great to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Have a good night, dear. Local Jax ASMR, how's it going, bud? Welcome. Yeah, thanks, Robster. I think it'll be pretty neat. Something different. I mean, you know, especially if I can't do a cooking video here or there, it'd be nice to kind of switch it up and do something different. So hopefully there's nothing too dramatic and my fence is still standing, and I've got a huge tree on one side of my house too, so I will not be on one side of my house. I got a live oak on my property, so you can rest assured I will be on the opposite side of that house tomorrow or Tuesday, whenever it hits us. So Kathy will be at the hospital, so because she's one of the emergency teams, so she'll be staying there. What's going on with you guys? Let me see if I move this. Oh, whoops. Rubster, you got any pool tournaments? Oh, geez, I didn't even notice that this was. You got some new toys, Viper? You got a couple videos banked? Nice. I need to start doing that. That way I can, if I got stuff going on one week, I can actually have something to upload. You haven't tested your Hero 7 yet? And Mike? Nice. So, I'm assuming that's a GoPro, the Hero 7? That's what you're gonna take out riding? I would love to get a GoPro. You had one, you already had one though, right? Because, I mean, you wouldn't be able to be taking the videos that you do with, I mean, you had some kind of GoPro, I'm assuming. So you're not like a novice at it. Ah, I see. It's gonna replace your Hero 2. Got it. Got it. Cool. Well, that sucks that it's been raining up there. Because I'm sure it's a really nice time of year for you to get out and ride around. You get some really nice footage up in those mountains. It's like a lot of big sky and big mountains, pretty colors. I really enjoy the when you're out cruising. Those are some good videos. I'd like to go to Canada. Me and Kathy have been talking about it, so we're definitely gonna probably plan something next couple of years. The Bad Drivers of Calgary too. That's hilarious. You always crack me up with those. Yeah, I remember you had a brutal winter. I remember it was like something ridiculous like May, and got you had another snowstorm or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And that sucks. You said it was a wet summer. Yeah, I guess it happens that way sometimes. Hey, Mr. Wise, how's it going, man? I just saw you posted a Dark Wise video, maybe like an hour or two ago. Welcome, my friend. I think it's the first time you're here. Glad you could stop by. I haven't caught one of your lives in a while, Mr. Wise. Have you changed your live routine? I see some of your videos here and there, but I haven't caught one of your lives in a minute. A lot of people like the comments on your Bad Drivers of Calgary. Yeah, some people get triggered because I mean, people get triggered real easy. But yeah, some of the people are like, just laugh about it, just like how I do, because I think it's funny. Because just people just do crazy stuff. Donna, you're being quiet. What are you up to? Mr. White says, doing great. Haven't been able to go live often so much. Okay. I'll keep an eye out for when you do. Viper6 says, look at it as cheap entertainment. It is, but it's fun. You get me laughing. Good morning. How are you today? Welcome. You're not cruising around, are you, Donna? Let's see. So, does anybody else know of anybody that's in the path of this storm? Apparently, it's going up to like Georgia, South Carolina. Anybody know you got family or friends down here in Florida? Very good channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Do you have a name that I'd be able to call you? Because I can't read your language. You got friends there, Mr. Wise? Whereabouts in Florida? You gonna get going, Viper? Okay, man. I appreciate you coming in. Means a lot, man. Have a good night. I'll catch you on your videos. Take care, brother. Yeah, Mr. Wise, I got family. I've got my mom has a house in St. Augustine, which is right on the coast, and my dad has a house in the Melbourne, Cocoa Beach area. So all of them, everybody on the coast really is going to be, I think it's going to get hit pretty hard, because even if it doesn't come on land, it's, it's still going to be like buzzsaw on that coast with surge and everything else. So, and my dad's still deciding whether he's going to leave. Me and Kathy set up a bed for him in case he wants to leave. So he's gonna decide tomorrow. I already told him just to leave, because even if it doesn't hit land and goes by him, it's still gonna be bad. So I just told him just get the heck out of there. But hey, Totally Christina, how are you? Good to see you. Dropping in for a second? Okay, welcome. Giving me a thumbs up? Appreciate it. That's sweet of you. We'll stay safe. We'll be okay here. Yeah. We got one big tree to worry about, so hopefully it's not too bad here. We can deal with 50, 60 mile an hour wind. It'll probably just be a lot of stuff to clean up. But your mom took the wrong she picked the wrong day to come here, that is for sure. Where is she? Is she like at Disney or something? Because I know South Florida's in the clear now, so anybody that's like Miami area, Key West, most of the west coast of Florida, they're all in the clear. It's basically just Central Florida now and the coastline and north central Florida. That's where I'm at, and then of course Georgia and South Carolina, because it looks like they're the ones that are going to get the direct hit. But we'll see. I don't think they really know. Hi, host. Oh, hi, Ann. How are you? Welcome. How are you doing this evening? If you guys haven't met each other before, just hit each other up, give each other some love, and if it's not too much trouble, hit the thumbs up for me. That'd be appreciated. Just 8. Hey, welcome, Just 8. How are you, Judy Ann? How are you doing this evening? Welcome. Mr. Wise says your mom's on the coast. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully she's gonna be okay. Luckily the storm's going really slow, so if she does need to get out of there, there's plenty of time. So I'm doing good, Judy Ann. Just hanging in there, just keeping an eye on this here Dorian. So it's been like Armageddon week. That's what we've called it at work, because people be acting crazy, and that is in no way an overstatement. So people have just been insane. Well, thank you, Ann. I appreciate it. I'll make sure I link up with you. I don't recognize you. I'm not sure if I've been to your channel before, but I'll make sure I watch a couple of your videos after this stream and make sure that we connect. So I appreciate you being here, Ann. Thank you very much. How is King? He's good. Last week, Judy Ann, I did a stream with me and him in it. So, like, just kind of hanging out, going through recipes and stuff, and where I was on camera. So today I was just real tired, didn't feel like cleaning up, so I just kind of did the this kind of stream, lazy man stream, I guess. But he is passed out. He was chasing geckos all day and squirrels. So I've been working outside for hours today, just trying to get up all like small stuff and like little potted plants, anything that could be a projectile. I've just tried to just shore everything up and put everything in my shed that I can, and just kind of like check everything out, my fences and all that kind of good stuff. So a lot going on. So luckily I was off today and I'm off tomorrow. I'm usually not off 2 days in a row, so I'm very thankful for that. And so I'll be able to just kind of like keep an eye on stuff since Kathy's gonna be at the hospital. So, because she's on one of the emergency teams, so she will be stuck there starting tomorrow or whenever it hits. So I guess it's either tomorrow night or Tuesday. She'll have to be there overnight. So, well, what's up with you guys? What do you guys want to talk about? We can talk about anything. We don't have to talk about the storm. We could talk about food. We could talk about stuff that Mr. Wise likes to talk about. He's always got some good topics to talk about. Are you cooking anything good, Judy Ann? You got anything on the menu that you're going to be whipping up this week? Have you posted something in the last couple days? Let me look real quick. Am I caught up on you? Let's see, the last one we did was... Oh, okay, the Granny's fried potatoes. Yeah, that was an awesome episode. I definitely want to try that. I love recipes like that. Everybody knows some people where they have like, they might not even be the most savvy cook in the world, but they have those like 4 or 5 recipes that are just amazing. That looked like a really cool, I mean, it looked different. It was definitely unusual, but it looked like a really cool recipe to try. Dropping a thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate that. So, Ann, what are you up to? How has your weekend been? Oh, cool. Okay, I'm checking out some of your videos now. So you have a Dear Diary series. It's kind of neat. I'm gonna have to check that out. Hey Domingo, how's it going, man? Come on in. Welcome to the chat. What's going on with you tonight? Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. Are you dipping in and out? Tell me something. What's up with you? What's going on in Donna's world? You're not driving with the stream on this time, are you? You never told me, Donna, how the office party went. Did you ever end up making that the lettuce wraps? Ann says you were in to just eight. You were in Cebu last June. Oh wow. Are you're Pinoy? Um, I haven't been to Cebu. I've been to most places in Philippines, but Kathy talks about Cebu all the time. So next time I go to Philippines, I will definitely be in Cebu and Boracay and Kathy wants us to go to Boracay too. Mr. Wise says Donna lurking. That hey, Mr. Wise, that's Donna. She's just busy. She's doing her thing. You doing laundry? That's what I do when I'm on live streams. I do laundry a lot. Hey, I feel you, Donna. It's all good, and you're more than welcome to go in and out of doing stuff. I'm either doing like housework or cooking, and I'll put someone's live on, and I'll just drop in for like a comment, listen to what's going on, say something here or there. It's hard to just sit down and watch a live, so I know. Let's see what that is. You can swim with whale sharks at Cebu. Wow, I didn't know that. Which parts have I been? Well, let's see. Kathy's from Davao City, so I was in Mindanao province, and I was there for a month, and which was one of the best months, probably the best month of my life because we had a ton of fun. Let's see, where did we go? We went to Baguio. We stayed like 3 or 4 days in Baguio. We stayed at Camp John Hay, which was absolutely amazing. It was beautiful. The mountains were incredible. Loved it there. Then we were in Manila, of course. We were in Manila for a while. Then we were in Ilocos Norte. I don't know if I said that right. Which was incredibly beautiful, and we stayed at a couple of resorts there that were just breathtaking, just unbelievably breathtaking. And that was kind of like that was one of our main places that we wanted to go because we wanted to go to, I can't remember the name of one of the resorts that we went to. This was in 2013, and this was like right before we got married, and we went to Pagod Pud, which was another incredibly beautiful place. The beaches were phenomenal, and we stayed at some cool resorts there, traveled around. I wish I vlogged at that time. I wish I would have, I hadn't done any vlogging at that point, or, I had a camera. We took some incredible pictures. Like, we took many, many beautiful pictures, but I just wish that I was vlogging at that time, because it just would have been incredible. But we'll be back. We'll go back. So, there's plenty of time to go back and do more stuff. So and we didn't even have a chance to go to some of the most beautiful places too. So, because there's so many beautiful places there. Let me see where I'm at here. Julianne, you said you were in Cebu and in Manila. Nice. Yeah, Manila was crazy. I loved it. It was fun. We had a blast. We had a lot of fun, but it was nuts. We stayed at the Mabini Mansion, which was an old hotel that we were convinced was haunted because we were like on a floor with no other guests on it, and we just heard noise all the time. It was so scary. But then we went out and explored, had amazing food, street foods, restaurants, hang out with some of Kathy's friends. So Kathy knew people in Manila, but not many, because she's from Mindanao, so different island. So Davao City was more hang out with her family, and which was also really fun. I forgot to even say about that, but we had a blast in Davao also. And we stayed at some really cool hotels, had some amazing food. I was a little afraid too, like what I would try, what I wouldn't try being there, because, at that time a lot of it was exotic to me. I hadn't, I'm a lot more, I've had a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Just exposure to, to Pinoy cuisine since then. So, but then at that time, I had like chicken adobo and just the basics, but I surprised myself because I ate pretty much everything, and everything was so good. Had no bad experiences. We had tons of street food. The only thing that I couldn't really do was balut. So we did some wild stuff, and like for me, like an American, like the chicken intestines and things like that, which was good, tastes like chicken. Go figure. All right, let me get caught up, guys. I'm sorry. Everybody, make sure you guys grip each other up. If you're not already connected, I know a lot of my community is already connected, so any of you that are new that I haven't had a chance to connect with you yet, just get to know all these people that are in here are really good channels. They're good people. They're good supporters, and get to know them, become friends with them. So watch a video first before you guys connect. That way YouTube doesn't snatch that love right back. Hey, Tim, when'd you creep in here? What's up, my friend? Welcome. I was wondering when you were going to show up. Keep safe. Sounds serious? Thanks, man. This isn't my first rodeo. I've been through many hurricanes, but, that being said, we're not going to be unprepared. We're not going to be foolish about it, but you enjoy the company and lives. Mr. Wise, man, I'm stoked that you came, man, because I haven't seen you in one of my lives before, but I frequent your channel, and I know you're a cool dude, and you always got some cool topics going on your channel. Kevin V channel, welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for appreciating Philippines. Of course, Anne. My wife is Filipina, which I guess you would have already heard that from me rambling on. Let's see what else here. Domingo says, "I like how the beaches are so beautiful and so peaceful." Absolutely, they are. They're the most incredible beaches, and I didn't even have a chance to go to. We didn't make it to. What's the other one besides Cebu, Boracay? The really, really, really popular one. You guys would know. Judy Ann or Ann would know. What the heck is the place with all like the different color cliffs and the water? Because that was I really wanted to go there, but we're definitely going to all the places we didn't go last time. The next time we go, so maybe by next summer, we'll go for a couple weeks. Judy Ann says, "You wish you were on YouTube 10 years ago." Me too, absolutely do. Especially because I've been to a lot of different cool places too, and I would have loved to have vlogged a lot of it. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Julian. So your family is you're okay. You are of Pinoy descent. Awesome. That's great. Cool. I never knew that. But wait, I do remember you doing some. You did like a Filipino dish before too. Um, oh, you did pancit. That's right. I don't eat that. I'm sorry. I'm a little behind. You're probably talking about balut. Predict that might get it worse. Which area that they predict might get hit worse? Um, they probably everywhere on the coast north of uh, Melbourne and Cocoa Beach. Like it's probably gonna be start getting really bad around Melbourne and Cocoa Beach, and then all the way up the coast. And then they're saying it's gonna hit South Carolina and Georgia, but I'm not ready to just say that that's what it's doing. So because they change their mind a lot. The hurricane is scary. Yeah, it's big. It is scary. It really is. So, and it has a lot of potential to do a lot of damage. So, I'm as prepared as I can be here. And I've been through Hurricane Francis. I've been through Hurricane Irma, um, Hurricane Charlie. I lived in St. Augustine during Hurricane Charlie, and that was crazy. Even though it didn't really hit there directly, it went through the west coast from the Gulf, and then went through Orlando, and then like just south of St. Augustine, and it was insane. It was so scary, and that was a fast-moving hurricane, which are really deadly too because it was like just a mini tornado, um, or a large tornado, I should say. But the hurricane. This reminds me of Hurricane Francis, and that was the first hurricane that I was ever in, and because it's moving so slow, and which is really really problematic for a lot of reasons, mostly because of like just the water, and Francis went across the state, so this has a much uh, bigger potential to be worse, especially from a water standpoint, because if it's going to be in the ocean, and all those counterclockwise bands are just going to be picking up water from the Gulf Stream, so it's the coast is going to get hit really hard. So my dad's being really stubborn, but I'm sure, he's stubborn, but he's not stupid. So he's probably going to leave tomorrow because I told him there's no good scenario. He's waiting to see where it goes, but there's no good scenario for Cocoa Beach or anywhere along the coast. Even if it stays off off the land, it's it's still going to get, category 3 at least winds and rain. So, and that's really dangerous. Bye, Ann. Have a great night. Thank you for coming in. I'll make sure I connect with you later. What about Manila, Judy Ann? Saying a prayer, Donna? Thank you very much. They need our prayers. People on the coast need our prayers. Oh, let me give you a. I just gave you moderator Judy Ann. Yep, I remember you said you live in New York. Well, I don't know, we'll see, but we're going to be up in Philly and Jersey in a few weeks, so can't wait. Woo-hoo. Talking about the colorful, what was that? Is that supposed to be reef? Yeah, Donna, super excited. Kathy has not been. I wanted to show her, because I'm from Philly originally. I was gonna show her some of the, places where I'm from, and we're gonna go down to South Jersey, go to the beach. I grew up going to the shore down there in South Jersey, and like Cape May, New Jersey, and stuff like that. And we're gonna hang out and explore, do some vlogs, eat a whole bunch of good food, meet up with some friends, and yeah, but really, really looking forward to it. Cape May, New Jersey, actually. I'm born, raised most of my life in Philly, or a little bit north of Philly, in Bucks County, and then most of my childhood we spent like every summer in Cape May, New Jersey. So, and I miss it a lot. When I first moved to Florida, I would go back there for the summer and work and, just hang out and just have fun and see my friends and stuff. So, and I haven't done that in a long time. Even before Kathy and I got married, I just had like really hard, strenuous jobs that just kind of locked me in. So I couldn't really go out and experience that again. So I've kind of missed that a lot. Domingo, thank you for the question. Did I have a good summer this year? It was okay. I would have loved to just have a vacation. I mean, we're gonna be taking we had a mini vacation like in the spring for a couple days, but this coming up in a couple weeks, it'll be me and Kathy's first like real vacation this year. So just been working a lot, just like how you said, just working a lot, just grinding and trying to be on YouTube a lot. So I've been kind of sucking with YouTube lately because Kathy and I have our full-time jobs, and we started a small-time catering business, and we have just been inundated with work and orders and everything, and just busy. So I barely had any time left for YouTube. So, and I'm kicking myself too because I want to grow. I want to try and be monetized by the end of the year, but it's probably not going to happen because I just haven't had enough time to dedicate to YouTube. So I'm getting there though. How about you? How was your summer, Domingo? I know you said you were busy. Having a vacation is a good idea? Yeah, it is. It really is. So we're gonna do a lot and see a lot, and have Kathy explore, but we're gonna do some relaxing too, because we both need to relax, big time. Donna says, dating, relationship, and motivational advice too. Yeah, Judy, she's got a great channel. She always has good topics in her lives, and relationship info, advice, inspirational content. Nurse Chris, how you doing? Welcome, sir. Welcome to the chat. How are you doing this evening?
Having trouble falling or staying asleep? Maybe you should talk to your doctor about insomnia.
Outside work, watching from Australia. Cool, man.
No trouble falling or
How's it going?
In clinical studies versus placebo, Belsomra help patients fall asleep faster and sleep more throughout the night.
Do not take Belsomra if you have narcolepsy. When taking Belsomra, don't drive or
Domingo says, your summer's good? You've had a good summer? Excellent, man. I'm glad to hear it. Any cool adventures or do anything that you're most happy that you were able to do? Rubster, I didn't know you were still here. I'm sorry. I thought you had already left. Alright, bro. Catch you later, man. You didn't tell me, I asked you earlier, did you have a pool tournament coming up, or what's going on with you? If you already left, I'll catch up with you, man. But thanks for coming in. Nurse Chris says you're on your mobile. Oh, my bad, guys. I wasn't paying attention. Let's skip this first. You play every day. Well, I get you have to play every day, I guess, to be that good. Nurse Chris says, guys, I've got good vids that you might like as well. I will surely return the flavor. Surely return the favor. Absolutely, Chris. That's what we're all here for. We're all gonna grip you up. I know I'm already connected to you. Relaxation for our beloved eyes. Cool, I think I missed that one. I'll definitely check that one out, Chris. Let's see, last one I saw was the Melbourne, What to Expect. Keep up the good work, Chris. You're doing great, man. I love your cover photo on your front page. That tree and those roots, that looks so cool, man. I've missed your last like 2 or 3 videos, Chris. So I will make sure that I get caught up and I watch each one of those. Domingo says, me and my family went to this place that has a water slide and an arcade. Oh yeah, cool. Whereabouts are you from, Domingo? This place is, I don't know. Are you talking about, it's actually a screensaver. It is, I don't even, I asked Kathy about it. So I don't know if it's actual places or it's photoshopped or what. So it's just a screensaver. If I'm too lazy to like just get on camera or clean my den, our rec room or whatever, this is what I put on. So, but it's just a screensaver. So I'm not sure if these places exist or not. Lawrence, what's going on, my guy? Welcome. I thought you'd be streaming. What games you playing now? You getting ready to get hit. Are you leaving? You're down by my dad. You're in Melbourne, aren't you? My fellow Floridian? Donna, I am just I'm not using anything. I just went live on my iPad, and then I'm using, and I have a screensaver on my TV, and then on my wife's iPad I have non-copyrighted music, and I'm like reading your guys' messages and stuff. So I'm not using any kind of like software or anything for streaming, so I'm still a work in progress, Donna. I mean, as you can see from my videos, like the technical aspect is a work in progress. So Lawrence says you're playing Apex? I should have known. I need to link up on. You're on PS4. I'm on Xbox. That's my nephew's favorite game right now, Apex. I've only played it like once. Let's see. You want to stream other games? I saw you stream in that one crazy underwater game. What the heck is that called? The Subnautica. That is a trippy looking game. Hey, Joe's in the house. What's going on, my friend? Welcome. How's it going in your neck of the woods? Let's see. Did I miss any of you guys? Let's see. Yes, you're right. It is a category 5. Are you going to be leaving? I know you're down by where my dad is, because my dad's in Satellite Beach. You're in Melbourne. Yeah, hopefully it drops down. Hopefully it goes to a 4 or 3. That would be great. That would be fantastic. Joe, great to see you, man. What's on the menu this week? What you got cooking up on that smoker? Oh, I didn't even realize my camera's all offset. Sorry, guys. There we go. Oh, now it's off. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it. Man. Let's see. There we go. I'm using my iPad Air 2. Oh. Yeah, it's really hard to line up. Usually I start before I go live. I'll start to try to get it as close as I can because it doesn't link up perfectly to the TV. You don't know what the game's called anymore? Floridians don't leave. Well, I know. That's like my dad. Yeah, he's super stubborn. But I was reminding him, like, when that... What was the one... Not... was it Irma? One of them that was, like, a category 2 or whatever, and he thought he was going to lose his roof and his house was going to fall down. And this is like, a 4 or 5. And I'm like, you really want to risk that again? Because he told me he was scared. He's like, I thought I was going to lose my roof. So I got to remind him about stuff like that. But he was already getting valuables ready like 2 or 3 days later, so because he doesn't trust the weather reports either. Because I really don't think they know. Because that westerly shear that is supposed to be like blocking it or pushing it north, I mean, who's to say that that's going to be even strong enough to stop it, because that's a strong storm. It's a big storm, so it could just buzzsaw right into it. Alright, this is driving me crazy. I gotta get... You play Nintendo? Oh, Nintendo was great. I haven't seen any Nintendo games in a long time. Let's... Oh, my bad, guys. No, this is on my iPhone. The stream is on my iPhone. I didn't mean to confuse you guys. I'm on my iPad. I'm on my wife's iPad, and I've got the music on my iPad. So sorry about that. Yeah, it's filming on my phone, but the screensaver is just it's something that my wife had. I don't know. I'm not really sure what it is that I'm using. You're down. You want to see what it's like? Okay. I'm sure you could probably get some good footage of like, you know, a fence post going through your window or something. Oh, you do play on Xbox. Okay, cool. Yeah, most of my friends at work, they play on Xbox, so I haven't been on much lately, but usually I'll go on and play with my nephew or my nieces. But they usually just want to play like, they're pretty young. They just want to play like Minecraft and or Fortnite, stuff like that. So I did play Apex with my nephew Hayden, and he loves Apex. It looks good, thank you. Except for that one corner that's like black, so that's kind of driving me nuts. But every time I try to fix it, it gets worse. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. Hey Jeannie, welcome. How are you doing this evening? How's your Sunday going? I used to play PUBG. Me personally, I liked PUBG better than Fortnite because it was a little bit more realistic. But I stopped playing PUBG like, God, a long time ago. I just got so tired of the servers and the crashing, and I quit. I quit playing. So there was always an issue with PUBG, so I stopped. I know they said it got a lot better, but I'm probably not going to go back to it now. Is that your favorite game, Chris? You're doing good, Jeannie? I'm doing pretty good, as I can be. I got most of my preparations done for the storm, so now it's just a waiting game and see what this SOB does. That's all I can do at this point. A gamer will always be a gamer. Yeah. Very true. Thank you, Jeannie, and welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here. Feel free to ask me anything or start any topic you'd like. So, and if you guys haven't gripped each other up, make sure you do. And if you can, shoot me a like. I'd appreciate it. Lawrence, when was the last time you did a live? I haven't seen you go live in a while. By the way, that video, Lawrence, the one with your the reenactment of you and your mom and dad, that you had, oh my God, I was dead. You had me rolling. That was such a funny video, man. That made my day. Joe, you still here? Did you just come in to say hi? You got any good cooks lined up, my friend? Oh, absolutely, Chris. If everybody could, just make sure you guys connect with Chris and check out his channel, check out some of his videos. He's got some great content. So a little bit of everything on there. Chris, you coming up on 1,000, man. I'm working on a shout out video, so I'll have to include you in it, man. I'm working on something just to get started, to break the seal, because I haven't done a shout out video yet. So, and I've been wanting to, so I'll make sure I include you, my friend. Dan, what's going on, Dan? Welcome to the stream, my friend. How you doing this evening? I know I've asked you this a bunch of times, Dan, so, and I don't remember if you answered or not. And if you don't want to answer, you don't have to. So, but are you in Florida? I know you're in the southeast, but are you like in this storm's path, or you don't have to be real specific if that's what you're worried about? But because I kind of remember asking you before, but I don't know if you just didn't want to say, or the summer's about to come to an end soon. Yeah, that's very true, Domingo. Hope you get to have some fun before you go back to school. You're in Tampa. Okay, you're in Tampa. All right. If you want to, Chris, that's fine. I mean, we can all, we all help each other. If you want to give shout outs, I think you mean new guests, but yeah, I mean, we're all here to help each other grow. So if you want to do that, that's fine. I just made you moderator, and I gotta make Jeannie and Lawrence also moderators because I know you guys. And wait, did I already make you? There we go. Okay. I made Chris, I got you as a mod, Jeannie, and I also got you now, Lawrence. I know you guys, so I'm more than comfortable to give you guys mod. Glam Beauty, hey, how's it going? How are you, friends? Welcome. How's your Sunday evening? Grip each other up if you guys have not already. Dan, I would say I am in the path. I'm in North Central Florida. I'm west of Jacksonville, like Gainesville area, and we're. It depends on how close it is to Jacksonville. It looks like it's going to be closed, so we're going to get something. We're going to get a lot of rain. We're going to get some outer bands. I'm mostly just worried about tornadoes. So it is reaching across the state. I know you guys have seen it, so it's huge. So, but I was telling these guys earlier that I'm more worried about my mom's house and my dad's house. My mom's house is in St. Augustine, and my dad's house is in down by where Lawrence lives in like the Melbourne area, and they I think the coast is gonna get hit really hard. So no matter where that storm goes, that coast is gonna get hit hard. So I'm not scared or anything, not worried too much. So September 1st was me and Kathy's 1 year anniversary of our house. So it would be great to if we don't get anything. So Kathy's hoping for a little bit because she wants to be able to get that overtime pay as an emergency team at the hospital. So she wants. So, but I said no. You don't want to be wanting that because everything in our yard or house or roof could get messed up. So she's like, we need to pay off our bills. I need to be on that emergency team and get locked up for 24 hours in the hospital because you get paid even to sleep with time and a half when you're not working a shift. So but yeah, we're gonna be okay here. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on everything. I miraculously had nothing to do with the storm at all because I very rarely have 2 days off in a row, but I miraculously got 2 days off in a row, so it gave me enough time to prepare and rest because this week was insane, like with work and just around town, gas. It was like basically like it was like the first 10 minutes of Dawn of the Dead, just like cars crashing, explosions, and people just running around screaming. So, I mean, of course I'm being melodramatic. It wasn't that bad, but it might as well have been, because people just act stupid when these things are going on. So, a lot of panic. So it's funny too, because I don't know, Dan, if you've seen a lot of the memes, like the Florida memes, like where it's it says, oh, we're Floridians, we don't work, we don't panic, we don't, all this, tough talk, like we're Floridians, but it doesn't, the evidence, points the other way, because people just act insane. What's my zone's color, Dan? I mean, I have no idea. I know that we're gonna be on like the outer bands, but I'm thinking it's gonna be like 50, 60 mile an hour winds and gusts and a lot of rain, like for me. Which that's not like, that's not terrible, but that's also not good. So that's what I'm predicting. So, but if it goes off course a little bit, if it goes west, then I might, I don't know, strap King to like the top of a doghouse with like an aviation helmet, and let him at least fly away. But yeah, I mean, all we can do now is just hope for the best. So. But I know there were zones. Do you mean like rain zones? Like wind zone, rain zones? Is that what you're talking about, Dan? Sorry, guys. Let me catch up. You live 3 miles back? Well, you should be happy about that. Because my dad's, Lawrence, my dad's mandatory evacuation, so, and he's still like, I don't know what he's going to do, but he's still like, because he's on Barrier Islands, he's on Satellite Beach, and he's like, oh, I don't know, I still might stay, like, huh? But you should consider yourself lucky, Lawrence. You could probably still get some good footage if you want to take some storm footage from where you are, obviously be smart about it. Let's see. Zones A through F. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Dan, I'll look into that after the stream for sure. Because I'm definitely going to be watching tonight and tomorrow, and to really, put the finishing touches on what I need to do or not do. Jeannie says it passed by Florida. It's passing by Florida. Hopefully it passes you as well. Be safe, all of us. Thank you so much, Chris. Chris, where are you from? You're not in the U.S., right? I thought I gave you a mod, Lawrence. My bad. Okay, now you're a mod, Lawrence. Yeah, still category 5. That's ridiculous. The gusts I heard, my dad said that I just talked to him right before I went live, and he said that some of the gusts in the Bahamas were like some of the highest ever recorded. So, which I thought that was like the Typhoon Haiyan, I thought had the highest, but so I don't know if he was right or not about that. Oh, evacuation zones. Oh no, I'm in the middle of the state. I don't have to worry about that. But my mom got everything out of, see, St. Augustine and Jacksonville area is in a really bad spot because it looks like it's going closer to the coast there, and also it has you guys probably don't, if you're not from Florida, you wouldn't know what this is, but there's a thing called King's Tide, and it just means that this time of year, there's always, I lived in St. Augustine, so I remember that very well, and it basically, they have seawalls from this tide, King's Tide, that comes up and like is just like super high and really imposing, goes over the wall, and long story short, it caused a lot of damage. So the tide is already like really, at a unique high level. So they are very, very, very vulnerable in the Jacksonville and St. Augustine area. So fingers crossed on them, because pretty much everybody on the coast has got to be extremely prepared, because even if it doesn't come ashore and it's off, the coast a little bit, it's still going to be really hardcore. It's going to be really, really hardcore. Obviously, if it's a 5, but they're saying that it's going to drop down to a 4 or 3 by the time it starts going up the coast. So fingers crossed that happens. You rarely experience typhoon in Melbourne? Well, that's good, Chris. Yeah, poor Bahamas, Lawrence. Yeah, that's what I've been saying all day, because that thing stopped over Bahamas and they got hit. This is like their 3rd hurricane in the last like 3 or 4 years. Poor Bahamas. Whew. We'll see tomorrow like what's going on there. Those poor people. There's a lot of poor areas there too. So hopefully, they were able to like have some good shelter, or be safe. So Domingo says tornado are more dangerous and scary than the hurricane. I'm more scared of a tornado than a hurricane. I've been in a tornado and I've been in a hurricane. And I would definitely agree with you on that. Tornadoes are way scarier. Let's see. You're going to take some footage, Lawrence? Okay, man, cool. I'm going to also. I don't know if you were here earlier, Lawrence, but I was telling everybody that was here that I've been, like, the last couple of days, I've been taking footage of my yard, my backyard, and my front yard. You might want to do that, too. Like, take footage of everything before it comes. And hopefully it's not bad and it's not like destruction, but when it starts tossing stuff around, you can do the after footage. And so that's what I started doing. I took some videos of my backyard and everything and cleaning up stuff. So then it goes up. Hey. That will be the last time. Every time that I've tried to fix it, I always made it worse. Oh. So it went to copyrighted music. Let's go ahead and take that off. Lawrence asks, how do you deal with wildlife in Australia, Chris? Glam Beauty, you're expecting the storm too? Yes. Where are you? Are you in South Carolina or Georgia? Because Georgia and South Carolina, they're gonna get that direct hit. So we got to keep them in our prayers too. So somebody's gonna get hit head on by this thing, other than Bahamas and in the U.S. and it's not gonna be very friendly. Tropical Tim in the Philippines, welcome my friend. Thank you for stopping in. We got a good community here. thank you for coming in. Everybody grip each other up. Make sure you guys watch a video. If you're not connected, before you try to connect, that way YouTube doesn't yank that love right back. Yeah, I know, Chris. I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault. My iPad was on autoplay, so once the non-copyrighted music ended, it went right into the My Heart Is in Havana song. So luckily I caught it pretty quick. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. I haven't got a strike. I don't want to get a strike, so hopefully, we'll be okay. So, so I caught it quick enough. So maybe they'll have mercy on me. Let's see. Yeah, you're right, Lawrence. I saw that too. South Carolina, North Carolina, those Outer Banks, they're really vulnerable. The Outer Banks, North Carolina is very vulnerable. I'll be praying for you guys, Clan Beauty. I'll be praying for you guys. I know that it's gonna be some tense couple days. So, if there's one good thing about it, it is moving super slow. So when they do know where it's going, you guys have plenty of time to prepare and move to safety or do whatever you have to do. Sorry, I'm gonna move this camera a little bit, guys, because I need to take this charger out right here. Tropical Tim says, always make sure you have plenty of beer and beans. Well, the funny thing about that is, Tim, we always are, like, the last 3 or 4 years, me and Kathy, we never, like, it's like, right before you got here, I made the analogy of, like, because it's been Armageddon week, like, this whole week's been insane here. It actually, people ran out of steam the last 2 days because there was no one on the streets, all the stores were empty, it's kind of eerie. But the 3 or 4 days before that, it was just like the first 10 minutes of Dawn of the Dead, like just absolute pandemonium and just craziness. Lines for miles of gas stations and stores, just madhouses. But we don't have to shop for anything. We didn't have to shop for anything because the last 3 or 4 years, me and Kathy always get stuff in July. We get all our water. We got butane stoves. The camper stoves. We got enough stuff for 2 months. So we don't mess with any of that. The trampling and the elbowing each other in the face for some water, and no, we don't play. We get everything like well in advance. So we're prepared at least. How are you doing, Tim? You're over in the Philippines now, right? Tropical Tim in the Philippines? I guess that would mean you're in the Philippines. But I've only recently connected with you. I've seen a couple videos, but I'm sure in the next couple days I'll be able to watch more and get to know you a little bit more. My wife is also from Philippines. I think that's how I came across your channel. Hold on, change this. Kathy watches a lot of Philippine channels and vloggers. She likes a lot of that stuff. What's that one guy? Strictly Dumpling. She loves that show. I don't think he's Filipino though. He might be Chinese. Domingo, you taking off? Okay, my friend. You got work tomorrow morning? Okay, do what you gotta do. Thanks for coming in. Have a great night, Domingo. And we'll see you next time, my friend. You hope that Daytona doesn't get hit directly? There's a saying in the Philippines you like to live by, especially when it comes to hurricanes. Chance favors the prepared. I like that. I've never heard that before. That's clever. Yeah. I'm not big with crowds and that kind of stuff, so I mean it's good to be prepared also, but I get kind of anxious around like real pushy people and like pandemonium. So today was really eerie. No one's on the streets. People, I mean, it's not even gonna hit. I don't even think it's hitting tomorrow. It's gonna be like Tuesday. So I don't know where everybody went. If they're just sitting at home. But I went to the store, and there was like 3 times more employees than customers. There was like 30, 40 employees in the grocery store and like 6 customers. It's eerie. I don't know what to think about that. I guess everybody just got burned out on all the panic. So I know we're still out of gas because the gas stations by my house still have bags in them. Do you know what's up with Daytona Beach? I mean, I guess you would not want anywhere to get hit. You're watching videos of Dorian right now? Yeah, I meant to earlier. I definitely want to see what's going on with Bahamas. Wish I could flip it on. Jeannie says that's smart. Preparation is always good. Absolutely. The only thing that we weren't prepared for was poor Kathy, because we didn't have like a lot of camping stuff, or any really, because we haven't camped in the last 3 or 4 years. But since she's she's on one of the disaster teams because she's a nurse, so she's gonna have to stay there for a day. There was no sleeping bags at Walmart or any of the outdoor stores, so she had to get an airbed, which she was upset. She's like, "Oh, I gotta carry around an airbed," but that's better than sleeping on the floor. But so that was the one thing that we didn't think about. So I apologize to her for that because I should have thought of that. But I forgot about the whole disaster teams and stuff, like with the nurses and everything. So and having to stay there for like a day. So she'll survive though. You're burnt out from CNN and Weather Channel. I hear that, Dan. I hear that. Yeah, I was in the last like 4 days. I would only watch it one time, like around like I usually go to sleep like maybe, like midnight, or if I'm lucky. I'm definitely a night owl. I stay up late, and I was watching just what the last 12 hours update was, and then do that again the next night, 12:30, do it again the next night. So it's a good thing, or it's a good policy, because there's nothing in between that time that's going to be new, except for maybe like, a shot of Jim Cantori, like, hanging sideways on a lamppost, like, it's just a breeze. Don't do what I'm doing, stay inside. But other than like weather people, like, theatrics, you're not really seeing any like weather updates. Tim says, you remember during the Jacksonville evacuation in '99, it was like a ghost town. You were one of the first let back in after the hurricane passed. Very eerie, I bet. Yeah, I got a similar experience to that, because the first hurricane I was ever, because I'm from the Northeast, so I didn't really have any dealings with any hurricanes until I moved to Florida, but except for one time was Hurricane Andrew, because my family was in Biloxi, Mississippi, and long story short, we were one of the last people there. We were like one of the last flights out. The entire town, Andrew tore through Florida, like as you guys know, and just devastated South Florida, and then went into the Gulf, and then was headed right for, the Panhandle, Biloxi, that area. So, and we were one of the last ones to leave, and we flew out, and I remember everything was taped up, all the windows were taped up, and I was a kid then, so I was, let's see, what was that, 92, 93, so I was like 12 years old, and and everything was boarded up, there was no one, it was like, almost like, you're gonna see some zombies popping out or something, because it was creepy. And then we got on the plane too, and this is another thing that I'll never forget. We get up in the air, and it was out in the Gulf, and I could see Hurricane Andrew from the sky, and it was one of the most incredible things I had ever seen. Like, it had all these different colored lightnings, like green and blue, and it was just kind of like this big scary, blob with all these different lightnings, and it was still a good ways away, but you could see it. You could see how big it was, and just in the distance, and just lightnings, and it was crazy. It was so crazy. But yeah, that was a really neat experience. Me in the chat, have a blessed night. Thank you. Donna, you're awesome. Thank you so much for coming back again. I always appreciate seeing you here. You're awesome. And I'll see you again soon, okay? You have a wonderful night. But yeah, Dan, I'm right there with you. I'm kind of done with I'm gonna do my daily look and glance to see what it does, but the only thing other than preparing that I've been doing is just trying to talk my dad into coming up, so. Because I honestly don't see a scenario where he's going to be able to stay on a barrier island. He's like, oh, it's going past us. It's going up the coast. Like, no, get out of there. I'm west of I'm like Gainesville area. So I'm like an hour and a half from Jacksonville. Is that where you're from originally, Tim? Thank you, Donna. Yes, I'm very, very on drama. I actually wanted to do. No, I decided against it, but I wanted to do something that was kind of like insinuating, like, oh my God, a hurricane. But I didn't want to be like a clickbaiter, so I was like, I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, what you see from me is what you get. I'm very chill, I might seem kind of tightly wound in some of my cooking videos because, I get nervous and I talk too fast sometimes. But I'm a really chill person, so. Kathy is the wild one. Kathy is, she's an extrovert and she's all emotion, and she doesn't have much of a filter, so, and she'll get in trouble with that at work too, because everybody loves her, but she's just like, that's Kathy. I'm more like reserved and chill, and she's definitely the wild one, but we kind of balance each other out. But yeah, Donna, I'm never gonna be about drama. That's never gonna be. Sometimes I go into stuff and I'll be like, hey, how's it going, and then people will say stuff, like with whatever I guess is going on, here or there, and I'm just like what the heck? Like, is this a thing? But life's hard enough as it is, so we don't need that on YouTube. It should be an escape for all of us, Just an escape for our creativity and way to connect. Let's see, what did I miss? No, I know you're in the Philippines, Tim. I thought that. You're from the U.S. though. You're American, right? You're just living there now. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Eddie Santander. Viva Santander. What's going on, my friend? Fast Eddie Money. What's going on, brother? Come over, Eddie. Let's hang out. That's my friend. How you doing, Eddie? Mr. Celeb? Come on. Tim says, you're a Badger from Wisconsin. Okay. Got to Jack's Mayport. Oh, okay. Mayport Navy. Okay. Yeah, I've been to Mayport a couple times. So impressive, man. My dad is retired Army, but we would go to the Jacksonville base, and do some shopping and stuff there. And he took me a couple times to Mayport. It's so impressive, man, seeing those carriers and everything. I was like blown away. I mean, I knew they were big and like impressive, but like until you see those monsters in person, it just blows you away. So you're in the Navy? Okay, cool. And how long have you been in the Philippines? Eddie, what are you up to? Crazy character? I'm assuming you're out of work now. What you up to? What kind of mischief you getting into? And the music died. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So you were in 2017. Philippines is a beautiful place to retire. So Kathy talks about that a lot too. So there's a big possibility that we'll do that as well. I would not be against doing that. So you can, money goes a long way. Nice, nice standard of living, just beautiful surroundings. I can't wait to just go back and visit. Kathy and I have been planning a trip, trying to go. We wanted to go this year. It just was not going to happen. It was just impossible. But hopefully next year, next summer, we'll go back. She misses her family. She does have family here that lives a few hours from us. So she gets to see them, and which is good, because it's just, a reminder of home, and she can get that, that family bonding, but she really needs to go back, so, because we've been married now 6 years. Yeah, it was 13, or we got married in 2014, so it was 5 years, and she hasn't been back since then, so we're overdue. So, and she definitely, misses everybody there. She's got brothers, sisters there, nieces, nephews. She has a couple of titas. She has 3 titas that live in Miami area. So, and she's actually going down there for Christmas. So she's gonna spend with her nanay and her titas. So she will be down there for Christmas. So we just decided that. So, because it's gonna. I'll be by myself, which I got some family too, but it kind of hurt a little bit. But she needs to be with her family, and most specifically her nanay, because she's getting up there in age. So I just go down and spend Christmas with them. You know the Ocala area a little bit? Okay. The headquarters for the barbecue chain you worked for is located in Ocala. Several general manager meetings there annually. Been here since April. But you've been in and out of the Philippines since 1980? Okay. You've been married to your Pinay for 37 years, man. That's commendable. That's awesome. Very cool. Well, hopefully Kathy doesn't see this because I didn't remember if we were married for 5 or 6 years. But yeah, that's amazing. That's really good. 37 years. You know, a lot of hard work went into that. No marriage is easy. Especially with feisty Filipinas. So, I know I got my hands full. Kathy's from Davao, Mindanao. Eddie, you still here? You just came to like drop one comment and run away? Well, let's see if this can you find some other non-copyrighted music. And what part of the Philippines did you say you were in, Tim? Five kids? That's sweet. Finally returned for good. Promise you made back in 1982. You kept your word. Wow, 5 kids. We kind of wanted to have 2 kids, and that was kind of always both of our plan, but we got so much going on now with our jobs, and we started a small business, and you know, we might take a little bit bigger of a business step, you know, in another year once we get some of our bills paid off. And so we're both kind of, I don't know, we both wanted kids in the beginning, like 1 or 2 kids, you know, have that romantic notion, get married, have a couple kids, but we're both also okay for if we're at the point now where you know, we'll be okay if we don't have kids. You know, I don't know if that sounds messed up, so I mean, they're not for everybody, so but my mom will be upset because she wants us to have kids. But you know, it's not anybody else's decision. So right now we don't have any plans. You know, maybe in a year or 2 we'll change our mind, but we're not trying to have kids right now, so we'll see how that goes. Trump is king. Don't listen to fake news, CNN. There is no hurricane. Okay, what is it? It's a Category 5 Chinese hoax headed right for us? Tim says, I have a 3-story condo in Tondo, Manila. Okay. Built a Nipa house in Palawan. Palawan. That's what I was trying. It was on the tip of my tongue. I was trying to think of that earlier. Because me and Judy Ann and a couple other people were talking about different places because I didn't have a chance to go to Palawan. And it's the most beautiful place in the Philippines. A Nipa house. Kathy loves those little Nipa houses. A Nipa house in Palawan, just outside Puerto Princesa. Home is really Palawan. We just go back and forth. I have vids on all that crap. I will definitely be watching them. Do you have some of them that went? I know I've only just recently connected with you, but let me see. Did you have some videos that went viral, like really viral? I'm looking at some of the stuff now. Okay, I saw these two, and then, okay, yeah, I'll definitely be going through some of this stuff. So let's see. So you have videos about the Nipa house in Palawan? No viral videos. Okay. Well, nothing wrong with that. You might have one, so you never know. Don't feel bad. I don't either. I don't have any. Okay, we're not really talking politics here. Trump is king, so you might find more enjoyment debating politics on another live stream. Cool. I'm looking through some of the videos now, Tim. Yeah, I look forward to checking this stuff out. Are you connected with? There's a channel called American Filipino Couple Living in Philippines. They're very, very nice people. Very, very nice people, and they are right now. They bought some property in Philippines, and he's kind of doing what you're doing, and like retired, and they bought some property, and they're like clearing some of the land, and they do all kinds of videos, and they're really nice people. If you look on some of my videos, or let me see if I can get a link for them, but I think they're called, it's either Filipino American couple or American Filipino couple living in Philippines, and they're really nice, and they do videos, and they're great community members. They're real supportive of channels. So the Filipino became friends. Well, not really, just chit chatting here or there, and then we started supporting their videos, and they started supporting our videos. So you might want to check them out, so because they're a really cool channel if you haven't already. You're connected with so many Filipino American couples. That's funny. See, I'm not really. I've not really. I've met just a few, but I can imagine you being in the Philippines, so that would make that possible. So, because you're not the only one doing that, I'm sure, because that's such a beautiful place to retire. What's the time difference there? It's like 8 hours? It's a shame that this thing cut out, because that was... let's see. Oh, no wonder. Well, Tim, I'm probably going to be taking off, my friend. Let's see, what you say? You're going to roll. Okay. Go to the fresh market with her? No problem for the invite, man. I'm glad that we linked up. I look forward to getting to know you and your channel more. Okay, my Tagalog is not very impressive. What is? I know just the basics. What is walang katapat? 11 hours ahead of me. Okay, gotcha. I'll remember that for next time. My Tagalog is very limited. I mean, I know words, but I don't remember that phrase. What is that? What is walang katapat? I know there's different dialects too. Kathy speaks Bisaya, Tagalog, and one other dialect. Okay, my friend, but I appreciate everything. I appreciate you staying and talking with me. And everyone else that was here, it's been a great stream. Thank you so much. Everyone that came and showed some love. Hope you guys had some fun. And we shall do this again. So have a wonderful night, everyone, and stay safe.